Hello guys, so our topic is basic approach to risk and return. So we already discussed the concept of risk, and in today's lecture we will going to understand the concept of return. Okay, so let's start. Meaning of return. What is return? So return is the amount or rate of produce, proceeds, gain, fruit and profit which accrues to an economic agent from an undertaking or enterprise. Okay, so we can say return is the motivating force inspiring the investor in form of rewards for undertaking the investment. Okay, basically the objective of any investor to maximize expected returns from his investment subject to various constraints. So the importance of return in any investment decision can be traced to the following factors. The first one is it enables investor to compare alternative investment in terms of what they have to offer the investor. Second one is measurement of historical return enables the investor to assess how well they have done. And the third one is measurement of historical returns also help in estimation of future returns. Okay, here return on typical investment consists of mainly two types, that is first one is yield and second is capital gain. So yield is commonly known as profit. What is yield? The basic components that usually comes to mind when discussing investment return is the periodic cash flows or income on the investment, either interest or dividend. Okay, so yield measures relate these cash flow to a price for the security such as purchase price or the current market price. And the second one is capital gain, which is commonly known as loss. Okay, so capital gain, the second component is also important, that is capital gain, particularly for common stocks, but also for long term bonds and other fixed income securities. This component is the appreciation or depreciation in the price of the asset, commonly called the capital gain or loss. Okay, so when we add current return and capital return, so it comes total return. Okay, here we should focus that the current return can be zero or positive, where the capital return can be negative, zero or positive. So now comes to types of return. Basically there are two types of return, that is realized return, that is denoted by R, and expected return, that is denoted by R bar. Okay, so realized return, the formula of realized return equal to D plus P1 minus P0 by P0 into 100, where R equal to realized return, D equal to dividend on equity shares, P1 equal to price of security at end, P0 equal to price of security in beginning, and P1 minus P0 equal generally capital gain. Okay, coming further, that is expected return R bar. So R bar equal to sigma PR, where the P equal to probability and R equal to return. Okay, note when probability are not given in case of expected return, that is R bar, then expected return equal to sigma R by N. And when probability are not given in case of risk, that is standard deviation, the formula of risk or standard deviation equal to sigma R minus R square by N. And the last is coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation of CV equal to standard deviation by expected return. Let understand what is coefficient of variation. A rational investor is always in case of comparing of companies, a rational investor should always select the lower coefficient of variation. It means the company which have lower coefficient of variation should always be selected. So here there is the data of two companies, ABC Limited and XYZ Limited. From your calculation, find risk and return for each company and suggest which company an investor should select. Okay. So the probability and return percentage are given for both companies. In case of ABC Limited and XYZ Limited, the probability is the same for both companies, and the return percentage for ABC Limited is -8, 10, 8, 5 and -4. Similarly, in case of XYZ Limited, the return percentage is 14, -4, 6, 15 and 15. Let it starts with calculation of ABC Limited. So probability are given like 0.1020, 40, 20 and 0.10. Okay, return percentage is -8, 10, 8, 5 and -4. So see, when we make further calculation, that is calculation of R bar or expected return. So expected return, as we know, expected return equal to sigma PR, that is probability into return. So when we multiply probability into return, that is 0.10 in and -8, it comes -0.8. Similarly 0.20 into 10, it comes to 0.40 into 8, it comes 3.2. 0.20 into 5, it comes 1, and 0.10 into -4, it comes -0.4. Okay, so when we add or summation these R bar column, we get summation R or expected return, the total of expected return equal to 5. So the next column is R minus R bar, risk minus expected return. Okay, so R minus R bar, return minus expected return. So here R return percentage we can see -8, 10, 8, 5 and -4, and sigma R equal to 5. We as per our calculation. So -8 -5 equal to -13, because minus minus makes plus. Okay, 10 minus 5 equal to 5. Similarly 8 minus 5 equal to 3, 5 minus 5 equal to 0, and 4 minus 4 minus minus 4 equal to 9. Okay, when we square of this column, that is R minus R bar square, we get that is 13 square is 169, 5 is 25, 3 is 9, 0 is 0, and minus 9 square is 81. So when we the next column is P into square of R minus R bar. So when we multiply the probability, that is 0.10, 0.20, 0.40, etc. When we multiply the probability with the square of R minus R bar or R dash, we get in first 16.9, 5, 3.6, 0 and 8.1. So the addition, the summation of probability into square of R minus R bar is equal to 33.6. So when we under root the 33.6, it comes standard deviation. You can see standard deviation is equal to 5.8 by using formula of risk, that is standard deviation. It is nothing but the under root of 33.6 is 5.8. Okay, so in case of company ABC Limited, expected return equal to 5% and risk equal to 5.8%. 5.8. Similarly, in case of XYZ Limited, the same procedure follow, compare, which is follow during A. The calculation is same but the data is different. So you should follow the same method, the same procedure. And so after calculation of XYZ Limited, it comes for company XYZ Limited, expected return equal to 7.5% and risk equal to 6.96%. Okay, so coefficient of variation comes into the pictures. So coefficient of variation CV equal to standard deviation by expected return. So for ABC Limited, expect coefficient of variation equal to 5.8 by 5 equal to 1.16, and for XYZ Limited 6.96 by 75 equal to 0.928%. 0.928 coefficient of variation. Okay, so as a rational investor, it is always suggested that lower CV should be selected. So as per this data, company XYZ should be selected. Okay. uh, so one thing I make you clear, guys, that higher the risk, higher the return, lower the risk, lower the return. So in company XYZ Limited here, higher risk, that is risk is, you can see risk is 6.96 and return is also higher, that is 7.5%. Similarly, in case of company ABC Limited, risk is 5.8 and expected return is 5%. So therefore coefficient of variation comes into the picture. So when we compare two companies, you should always select the lesser coefficient of covariation. So here XYZ have lesser coefficient of covariation, that is 0.928. So XYZ should be selected. Thank you.